Hello, kind of here for a stream on meditations. That is what we're here for. Should be good. And we're back at Ponder after not being at Ponder for a while. Well, not that long, a couple of days. But yes, today we're doing meditation videos, or making the meditation videos. We left please ask anything in the chat in the title of the video, so that people might start asking stuff if they're interested in psychology or philosophy, to get the conversations going. That would be awesome. And yeah, today's meditation is actually quite something, because the information in it kind of gives us a different perspective on life and how to pursue it and how to find peace in it regardless of what's happening. So it's an interesting meditation, and it was a perspective flip for me, because it's less about deriving yourself from purpose and more deriving yourself from simplified realization, and how this provides constant fulfillment rather than a flux of fulfillment. We're trying to explain it for like 10 minutes in the last meditations. But it's a complicated topic. You fumble a lot. There's a lot to it. It's a lot deeper than we've talked about currently. So we always find with information regarding either philosophy or psychology, it's like a tree. It's like the branches that go into the ground, and there's a lot to it. The whole object that you perceive, there's a lot of roots underneath, and they all link to the same thing. So it's interesting. So we're still navigating it, but here's the baseline video of what we understand so far. Christians. Okay. I don't even know what we're doing, but yeah, sure, we'll do that. Week 7 creations, even though I'm pretty sure 70 days is not 7 weeks. Oh, could be. No, it's like 8 weeks. Close these again because there's something going on. As always, outside the window. One day we will put blocks of wood on the window so no sound gets in. We just get soundproof walls, soundproof house, and we can live peacefully. It's bright, holy. Okay, so with day, start with day 70. I actually forget what happened on day 70. Oh no, we look kind of cooked. So is this Friday? Floki! How are we, Floki, mate? Welcome. How are we doing? Yeah, pretty good. Today we're looking at some meditations, and the meditations lately has taught us to derive fulfillment in life from simplified perspective, as in a simplified purpose being I'm life, seeing life, rather than derive identity or sense of self-worth or our happiness or fulfillment in life due to the purpose we beset ourselves and the achievements we achieve. Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's in the meditations. Mate, I've been busy with the with the ladies. Gee whiz, mate. Up to no good, as always. That's exciting. You've been going to the pub more often, have you?
Hello, Connie here for day 70
Yeah,
of meditations, and today was a good meditation.
we big cooked on this day. 8.2.
We first discovered that
Actually found a good one. Cheers. You reckon? That's exciting.
everything was
Tell me more, mate. Tell me more. What's been happening?
essentially looking after each other.
Not doing this. 8.2. Mike's been so quiet lately. I don't understand it.
We first discovered that
Have you been on many dates, Floki? Many dates with this lady? And what makes her a good one in your eyes, mate? Oh, happy days. So you saw her 2 days ago, you've seen her again Friday. Twice in 1 week, mate. Gee whiz. Good effort. And what do you like about it?
hello, Connie here for day 70 of meditations, and today was a good meditation. We first
Yeah, just leave it all over the shop. You can see it. Fun though. Or short meditations. Been talking with her for some time now. We're very alike in mind and such. She actually has humour, can take sarcasm, and she has similar music taste to me. Happy days. She's half Norwegian, so that's also a massive W. Half Norwegian, massive W. Is Norwegian where the ladies are always good looking, Floki? Is that what you've said before? That's pretty awesome that you seem to relate in mind, humour, music as well. That's sick as. Been talking with her for some time as well. No, it is the best looking ladies. Cheers.
hello,
A
Connie.
school, mate. A school. Happy days. How'd you meet her in the first place? Is it like online? Was it at a pub? How have you met this lady?
Hello, Connie here for day 70 of meditations, and today was a good meditation. We first discovered that everything day 70 of meditations.
You're all over the shop in this.
First discovered that everything was essentially looking after each other. Our first little concept, which involved, we were becoming present, and saw Pippa. You just give him a pat. You just feel like you just need to give him a pat. It's just like a essential nature to us, you know.
Just a little bit. Hopefully the background noise is still. Let some air in. Through Tinder, not gonna lie. I usually just use it when I'm bored. But she she could actually have a proper conversation, so we took it to Instagram. Happy days. Yeah, gonna go to her town, have a walk, go to the cafe, and then gee whiz, like, got it all planned out, hey? Got it all planned out. Sounds very exciting. To her town, walk, cafe, then the house. Is that all happening Friday? Like you've already got it all planned out? Always been happy days. Well, that's how the ladies like it, mate. They like a planner, because a lot of us aren't good at planning. So when they get a planner, they're pretty happy. Life is finally turning for the better. Yeah, good job, Flake. Well, that's wonderful news, mate. That's wonderful news. What other ways is it turning for the better, would you say? Or do you mean turning for the better in the female regard, in the female sense of things? A Norwegian lady.
It's just like a sensual nature to us, you know. So then we were like, oh, like everything is essentially caring for each other. You think of packs of wolves looking out for one another, you think of deer looking out for one another. Everyone's just caring for each other's pact. Each other's pact. Which was cool.
Caring for each other's pact. Yeah, we definitely cooked as this day, but that's okay. It's the following days which have the more valuable information, probably. But this one's still interesting. It was an interesting dynamic to realize that everything in life has a strive to look after other aspects of its own nature. Got your electric guitar now. Oof, my father sent it from Norway to here, so I'm starting to practice. Nice. So you got happy days. Got the missus, got electric guitar. Finally, you've been waiting for that thing. Just need to buy the equipment and whatnot. Yeah, happy days. So essentially, you can get into your artistic pursuits, your artsy pursuits, being music and hobbies, and you can get into some desires, some Tinder desires, mate. Life truly is turning around. It seems very exciting.
This pact, which was cool. Then we brought it to humans, and yeah, we got families and stuff.
Gee whiz.
Cool. Then we brought it to humans.
Things are going good for you then, yeah? Yeah, things are... It's been strange. In the best way possible. So we've kind of been figuring out life, as we always are. And recently, I actually lessened our depiction of a big purpose. So, you know, how we derive purpose from life. Like say Ponder, I could derive purpose from the ambition of Ponder and wanting to achieve like the well-being center and the YouTube and stuff, but we kind of took away all our fulfillment from that. So all our necessities and attachments to that we've kind of stripped away. I know that's a bit of a wig out. So essentially, I mean, I should play Day 72. So essentially, we've let go of attaching ourselves to a big purpose. Doesn't mean we're not going to pursue it. It means our attachment or our realization around it is not as dependent as it used to be. And instead we've kind of taken on a new life perspective recently. Meaning a purpose set for the self, or a perspective set for the self. Or like a divine viewpoint for oneself is to just be life, experiencing life. So, and to put that perspective above all pursuits in life. You reckon? So essentially we got purpose here. So the purpose, a lot of people define themselves are here, but a lot of them are lifelike purposes. So even, I can use ponder, or I can use anything, but say ponder for example, it's like, it's deriving fulfillment, and this has not been the case. I think with a lot of purposes and a lot of people, they assign themselves a purpose or ambition in life, and they derive their sense of self or their identity from that purpose and how well they're doing in it and what they achieve from it and stuff. So then your day-to-day is in constant flux depending on what you have achieved and what you haven't achieved, and if your purpose is coming to fluorescence or if it is not. When this is all assigned by oneself, and it is our choice whether to pursue them or not. Rather, we've taken a new purpose, be life, experiencing life, meaning we are life, we are a part of this whole. We are a part of this whole, we are part of all of existence, so everything before us, we are part of that whole as well. So just be the fundamental to living, the purpose which can provide constant fulfillment in every moment that you're in, is essentially just being life, seeing life before you, no matter what you are doing. Just be the universal whole, experiencing other parts of the universal whole. And with that, it kind of lessens everything. But at the same time, the past 2 weeks, it's been pretty like a stable mindset. Because we're no longer deriving our sense of being from worldly possession or worldly achievement or worldly purpose or worldly feats. It's more just like we're already living bliss, if that makes sense. We're already seeing what's before us and we're already experiencing it. And that's kind of the divine purpose. That's all we're really meant to do. Anything else we add to it is just a bonus, really. So then when you can see it from that light, then everything else becomes play. And when it's play, like still want to strive upon the knowledge, still want to start it up the other channel as well, retard. Still want to strive for all those things, but it's coming from a place of not needing, like just pursuing it for the fun of pursuing it, or just pursuing it as a way to experience the life that is before you, and a way to experience life itself that you are. It's good to have a stable mind that way. Allow yourself to fully explore life, I reckon. Yeah, that's it. And I think a lot of us try to obtain a stable mind, and we find it really difficult to obtain. And we do all sorts of things to try and bolster our sense of self, bolster who we are, bolster our depictions of life and our fulfillment in life, so that we can obtain a stable mind and we don't have to feel suffering or sadness. But yeah, they call it samsara, I'm pretty sure. Suffering, continual suffering. So now it's more like, we're stemming away from certain depictions of suffering which form from purpose and lifelike achievements, and more stemming into a constant happiness in you are always achieving what you're meant to be achieving, because all it takes to achieve is just to see what's before you, because that's all there is to it. That is what life is, just see what there is before you. Yeah, interesting. Anyway, that's 1k subs now. I'm not really happy with that, honestly. I don't mean in the sense that I want more, I mean in the sense that a lot of these subscribers are bots, or I don't know if they're bots, but essentially, we boosted ages ago. We boosted a post because advertisements. People were like, oh, promote advertisements. So we did that. We did an advertisement for like $100 or whatever, and it gave us a bunch of subs. But there's only very few subs which are actually part of the community and actually participate in the community. So I'd rather scrap all of this and go back to zero and have authentic growth without any advertisement, without any of that, for an authentic community, than have just 900 random people that don't do anything. Which is, I don't know. That's it. I mean, it doesn't make a difference really. It's good to have, and in the future it won't really make a difference because by then 900 might just be a small number, mate. Everything pans out. But we don't attach ourselves to that. We just pursue anyway. That's one way to do it, I think. Although I would argue that someone can achieve what they're meant to achieve, not by only looking what they have right in front of oneself, but rather to explore life. For example, I would never discover writing poems if I weren't exploring. 100%. I think it's about finding fulfillment and happiness and a place of peace in being able to see what life truly is before you. Being able to see this world and understand our bodies and understand reality for what it is. And just being able to see it. And then without these overindulgences and needing to be certain things, depictions of future, past. I mean, there's a lot to it. It's kind of overcoming mind, and it's more stemming into moment and experiencing life before you for where it stands and what it truly is, like a blank slate. And then from that blank slate, it's like creative mode, It's like you can go do whatever you want. You can go, you navigate from a place of peace, then you navigate whatever you want, and all of that has peace brought along with it as well. So yeah, it's, but definitely exploring. Even we actually making a video on purpose probably tomorrow, because today we're doing meditation. But purpose was certainly about exploring as well. But yeah, essentially the perspective we've taken is, instead of exploring and looking for something to accommodate how we feel about ourselves, so instead of being like, oh, I need to be this good at guitar before I can feel good about myself, it's feeling good about oneself because we are able to navigate this weird, amazing life, whatever. Amazing, I don't know. We're just able to see life before us for what it is. It's navigating, then it becomes place like, oh, okay, I don't need to be this because I'm here now experiencing and playing this guitar. This is why I find fun in this. Oh, there's a piano over there, let's see what that does, let's experience that. It becomes very curious and very creative, but we need to learn how to play first, not be so constraintive on ourselves. I don't even know if that's a word, but not constrain ourselves to needing this to be done or needing that. Not being like, oh, you had another bad, like you didn't do well today, and then bash yourself for it, because then it's even worse. That it's about navigating from a place of fulfillment constantly. I think that's what we've been learning this past week, and these past 2 weeks have been a lot more fulfilling. And I think that's why we're gonna write about it, by the way. We're gonna make a whole blog on it, and hopefully that allows us to grasp a bit more understanding, because sometimes I try and explain it and I get like a little portion but not the whole picture. Then again, quite so well said. Then again, it is good to be ambitious, to actually be able to realize certain dreams. For example, I want to start a band one day, so I'm gonna push myself to be good at the guitar. Happy days. And that is amazing. In that sense, if we're determining this depiction upon your ambition or your beliefs, then it is realizing that you have a dream and you enjoy playing guitar, and you strive to have a band, is realizing all of that. But instead of attaching your sense of self to the progress and the achievements and the amount of work you got done in every given day, it's to just enjoy the process, enjoy the flow, find happiness in the constant, in the moment. Now, learn how to derive fulfillment from the constant always, because the present's the only moment we have, so we have to learn how to manipulate or control the present to our will to always enjoy it. Yes, it sounds weird, but if we can always enjoy the present, then there's nothing else to not enjoy, because it's the only thing that exists. So if you're placing emphasis on being so good at guitar that you're stressing yourself constantly, and you're beating yourself up constantly for not doing enough work in certain days, or not living up to an expectation for in a certain point of time, or stuff like that, then it's like you're trying to derive your sense of self from this person you have beset, or from this goal you have beset, without just appreciating life before you and pursuing this for fun and for yourself, truly. I feel like I could explain it better, but hopefully. With that said, I'm not bashing myself. Sweet. Since I know I'm brand new to guitar, yeah, happy days. So I'm going to be playing Bird. I'm going to be Bird, yes. And that's good. It's about the enjoyment in being able to play it, not the pursuit we wish to obtain. Don't let that pursuit diminish, but know how to obtain that pursuit from a place that is not 100% dependent on it for your well-being. Detachment. We learned about detachment a lot lately. I mean, probably like a couple months ago now. Detachment, or to love without attachment. It comes into terms, we talked about it in regards to people. That if we get too attached, we can overcomplicate things, we can overburden, and everything becomes amplified, and any little twist and turn kind of shakes us up a bit. It's loving that thing for our sense of self rather than loving that thing for that thing, if that makes sense. So loving person because we like how we feel around them, we like how we look with them, like the depiction of our couple, we like we want them to make us feel certain ways. We want them to make us feel good about ourselves. In the guitar sense, it's like we love, if we're to love from attachment, then we love due to the image it provides us, rather than to love for the love of playing guitar. So to love without attachment is to love for people. It's to see them for where they are and love them for exactly who they are in the moment. But do not attach your depiction of self so people outside speaking me out. got some good contacts in the music store world. Best friend's father is the boss for a music store. And he knows a guy that is an expert at guitars. Gee whiz. Who I will buy some equipment from. Happy days. In the meetings that I have on Thursdays. Has played guitar for 20 years. Holy. Yeah, that's sick as. You're gonna be a pro in no time, Mr. Flaky, mate. I'm gonna see you on the big screens. Guitar in hands. Are you gonna be the singer and the guitarist? Yeah, 20 plus years is crazy experience. That'll be good as.
And
Very excited.
yeah, we got families and stuff. We tend to care for the people closest to us throughout our lives. It's like an innate nature that we just feel that we need to, a nature that we need to pursue. It's following the course of nature in a sense. If everything else does it, then
It depends. Could see yourself being either the lead singer and backup guitarist, or the lead guitarist and backup singer. That sounds happy days, mate. You could be the what do they call it? The opera backup singer. Where you like hum rhythms and you do the long vocals. Like opera, essentially. Like the loud ones that go for ages. I could imagine you doing that, Flaky.
we do it as well. We're just a part of nature. So yeah, that was innate nature.
Yeah, you reckon? Are you gonna... Do you have an idea of what you want? That's alas, it's for future you to ponder. True. I mean, you can think about it all you want. Good to think about it. But you'll never truly know the bandmates until the bandmates are there. You can know what you're looking for.
That we just feel that we need to, a nature that we need to pursue. It's following the course of nature in a sense. If everything else does it, then we do it as well. We're just a part of nature. So yeah, that was our main theory. I'm starting to forget the other.
This true. A lot of drugs.
We also delved back into a little emptiness today, which was good.
Emptiness.
Given we kind of used it in the past, when we first figured out a little glimpse of emptiness,
Emptiness was a good one as well. Essentially emptying yourself of all preconceived ideas and everything, and seeing everything anew. It's a good one.
just used it.
Emptiness is also to recognize the constant flux in everything, and to understand the space within everything. To understand empty space and no sound and non-existence.
To empty oneself,
Fine.
and then be like fresh and reborn anew into the environment. It was kind of a presence tactic.
Like removing all expectations and such to free your mind of certain troubles. Yeah. I mean, not real. I mean, yes, that's part of it, certainly. Honestly, that relates very heavily to what we were talking about earlier. These expectations and how expectations play on our mind. So, expectations for business is a good one. If we have an expectation and not living up to that expectation, or we'll use that for now. Then we can feel guilty, and we can bash ourselves for not living up to that expectation. So to live up to an alternative, simplified expectation is much easier and much less overwhelming. Yeah, I think it's funny because if we set expectations, say for business again, then attempting to pursue those expectations, we can pursue them, we can be motivated and pursue them for a while. It's when we don't motivate them, and that can be good. We can, though, I think even then, because we are constantly pursuing a future goal, we're not finding the fulfillment in the moment to the point where what's it like, where you can experience burnout quicker or working to a greater extent because you feel like you're working rather than playing. Also with failed expectations, failing to meet expectations, given you have a day to relax or something, and then if you're guilt tripping yourself or beating yourself up on those rest days, then you're just leading further to further burnout again, and you're not enjoying the moment again. So yeah, that's why we're saying find your happiness in a higher viewpoint, and then pursue your purpose, or pursue your expectations, but do not attach your sense of self, or do not attach your feelings in the current moment to the expectations, because expectations materialistic, expectations are worldly, expectations do not draw upon the big picture and the divine to like all of the universe. Rather, that just comes from being the universe and just being part of the universe and just seeing other parts of the universe. Yeah, pretty crazy. Pretty fun though. You minimalize everything, but you also see everything for where it stands, or for its true self or understanding. I don't know. Quite so, it's actually pretty relevant for me now, since I'm literally gonna be at a girl's place whom I like on Friday. I can tell you that I have a lot of thoughts about it. Quite so, it's actually pretty relevant for me now, since I'm literally going to be at a girl's place whom I like on Friday, and I can tell you now that I have a lot of thoughts about it, but I can say that I usually don't really have any expectations. Since then, I allow myself to get disappointed if it were to not happen, Yeah, 100%. I understand expectations in the moment as well, or like expectations in that sense of things as placing thoughts on a future moment. Given a Friday date with a girl, we can think about that, and we can place so many ideas of what might happen or what might go down or what we want to happen or how we want it to go, all sorts of things. But we have to come to terms with the fact that everything we play in our head now is all illusion, and the moment we are in, when we are in that moment, is going to be completely different from how you perceive it. Maybe it follows the similar trends and stuff, but most of the time the depicted event is different from the event which happens. It doesn't have to be bad nor worse. That's why we don't place expectation on it, because if we place such a high expectations and then it's different and it doesn't live up to that expectation, suddenly we're disappointed. What if it wasn't even that disappointing? It's just we had such a high expectation. If we play low expectation, maybe then we go in with the mindset of, it's not going to be good. So the best thing to do is, if you want to think about it, that's fine. It's exciting to think about something stimulating in the life at the moment. But the best thing is to realize illusion, I guess, or is to realize that the moment will be different, and to truly navigate, we should just be in that moment. So when we're with that girl, we should just be in that moment when we're in that moment, and not place preconceived ideas on what needs to happen in that moment. Just be in that moment and navigate from that moment. I think my low expectations on things derived early on in my life. I've always had low expectations about everything so that I can never get upset or disappointed about things. Yeah, how has low expectations treated you in the past? Like, say going into an event with a girl or someone else, an event you can think of where you went in with low expectations, how does that usually turn out for you?
Can reborn anew into the environment. New into the environment. Born anew into the environment. It was kind of a presence tactic. You kind of pick up a few little switch tactics which flip you into the present throughout doing meditations, which is interesting.
Interesting. Yeah, we're so fucked on this day. Feeling fine, feeling that bliss, but yeah, we're fucked. It's treated you good. If something bad happens or whatever, I just don't get too bothered by it. If something actually good happens, I get pleasantly surprised win-win. Yeah, I can see that. I was thinking about it earlier, going in with low expectations. And how if it actually turns out to be good, it can be even better because we had such low emphasis on it. You know how like experiencing this much sadness makes this much happiness better? But at the same time, those expectations, I think the trouble more would come from going in with those expectations. Because if it helps you just be like, oh yeah, that's what I expected anyway, let's go home, life moves on, that's cool. Though going in with those expectations, maybe there's more you could promote. I don't know. Depends on your mindset really, I don't know. Low expectations. If you've had such a mindset for a longer period of time, yet less and less ambitious since you always expect everything to fail either way. Yeah, I mean, everything's destined to fail, Mr. Floki. It's the strange illusion of life, mate. Is that everything's working towards chaos, which means that everything is destined to fail. Which is strange. I mean, not events and everything. I'm just talking about like the whole picture of life. Technically, we all pass away. Technically, everything's always changing. And if we have this depiction of change as bad, dying bad, if we have these depictions of failure, then everything is going to fail. We're always going to fail. It's more through... I don't mean it in the sense that you're just going to fail in everything that you do. I mean, you have to... It's more so coming into a perspective shift away from failure, and that failure doesn't truly exist. Life just flows as it does with continual change, and it flows exactly the same for every human being. It's only our perspective which changes it. It flows exactly the same. Experience may change perspective, meaning traumatic event or something else may shift perspective, but life is still flowing the same. our perspective alters it and allows us to feel certain things in it, which kind of determine the life we live and the moods we inherit. Trying to think. So I guess it's not really about going in with an expectation of failure, or going in with an expectation that it's going to fail, because it's a preconceived idea placed, an illusionary belief of what's it called? A perceived thing you believe that will happen. A perceived reality? I don't know. Or... I'm just thinking. So yeah. A little bit. Not too much. A little bit. When we get the opportunity. I'm gonna start putting my out. I'm gonna start wearing singlets, man. It's just hot. It's so hot here. Yeah, we're thinking of oops. Yeah, it's those Viking jeans, mate. Those Viking jeans. Part Scandinavian. Yeah, so expectations are perceived beliefs we place on the past. If we perceive everything we do currently to, in the end, fail, then it's living life in accordance to a future which has not happened yet. Yeah, but apparently I've got some Scandinavian in me, so you shut up, mate. I'm part Viking. I could take over your lands in a heartbeat, mate. Easy. Yeah, rather, failure is a depiction which only comes from expectation. So maybe if we strip away expectation, we don't have failure. And to strip away expectation is to not see when. So impressed by your like 2% Norwegian blood. You're proper Viking now. Wow. Norwegian. You're calling me part Norwegian, mate?
You kind of pick.
Isn't that where the best looking ladies are from? Wow. Norwegian blood. I'm pretty happy with that.
Tactic.
What a
Kind
blessing.
of pick up a few little switch tactics, which flip you into the present throughout doing meditation.
Yeah, we were rambling a bit earlier when it comes to. Oh. Yeah, but it's all the same blood. It all promotes the same attributes. Yeah, we're kind of going off track earlier. I mean, we weren't going off track, we're just trying to think about it. That everything fails is essentially saying that yes, everything is going to fail, only if we depict it that way, because essentially we are fallible to impermanence and change, which means everything will never stay the same. But calling it failure is where your depiction of it is wrong, because it's not failure, it's just the reality of change and impermanence, the reality of flowing like a river through life. Everything around us is always fluxing, it's always going to change. So to depict change as failure is, you're always going to be failing, if that makes sense. That's kind of where I was coming from with that. To depict change as failure, you will always fail. Rather, we have to come into terms with change as change, impermanence as impermanence, the flowing nature of all of life, including ourselves, and to flow with the constant impermanence of life. Instead of depicting things as, or expecting things as this or that, or good or bad, it's more just flowing with the moment you're in, striving for things, but not placing, or it's more just flowing. Honestly, you don't even need to, it's more just flowing with where we are and experiencing that part of life. Because then it is just what it is. And then you still have that sense of it is just what it is, you know? It's not, it still has that same depiction of if it was good, it was like, it was fun, and if it was bad, it's whatever. It still follows that sense of stability, but it just doesn't place any emphasis on failure. It more places emphasis on the moment. And just seeing the moment before you, whether good or bad. Not even determining it as good or bad, just being with it, experiencing it. We feel lighter and happier inside afterwards, and hey, maybe it was a good moment. Or maybe, you know, it was a moment that we appreciated a little bit more. If we don't have that light bubbly feeling, then, I don't know, we're still flowing with the next moments. And yeah, it doesn't really impact us too much, because we didn't have help. Sometimes it's okay to be upset about something that it helps with telling yourself that it won't happen again. Yeah, for sure. I think all emotions are helpful to a certain degree. 100%. I think it's when we overindulge in certain beliefs or depictions or emotions that we can tend to let it spiral a bit out of control. I did that all the same. Or I think it's when we lose touch with the reality which we truly see before us. When we become too derived from mind and thought mind, the way we see things, rather than just actually experiencing the world before us. I think that's the connection we need to make and know how to make. I did that all the time when I was practicing my driving skills. I made so many mistakes, but I told myself that I won't let myself do the same mistakes again. Nice. Happy days. Well, yeah, it would be kind of silly not to be like, not to make a mistake. I mean, to make a mistake and be like, oh yeah, I want to do that again. So I guess that pity we feel, or that sadness or anger, frustration we feel when making a mistake tells us innately, hey, let's not do that again. You've made it once. You know how you made it. Let's not do it again. So yeah, that upsetness certainly helps. I don't let myself do the same mistakes. I want to impress myself and teachers. Yeah, that's good. It's not really about detaching from emotions or any of that. It's more about letting it flow and seeing it and understanding it. And boy, when my teacher told me that I'd improved a lot, I got so happy. Nearly danced all the way home from school. Happy days. Oh, good as Flaky, mate. Professional driver on the way.
But yeah, emptiness was one of them. And I'd say it does work to like really.
Do we even need end? looking out the window. Oops. His age is good, by the way. Yeah, I figured. I have my driver's license. Yeah, no. If you're saying you danced all the way from home from school, then I'd figure it was probably during school times. 4 years. Happy days. You're on your opens now then, surely? Open license, if you even have that in Sweden.
But yeah,
I really need
emptiness was one.
Give me 2 seconds, then I'll be back. Be back and ready for action, my friend. Oh yeah, we're back. Haven't a clue what that is, mate, not gonna lie. What was it? What happened? Bathroom? Is that what I said?
One of them. I'd say it does work to like really reset yourself sometimes.
It really does work to reset yourself. Good job. Wonderful news. Still staring out the window. It's interesting. About open light. Oh yeah. So when you get your license, do you go through phases of like needing to have like anything on your car to explain that you're kind of a new driver or anything? Or when you get your license, do you just get a car on your license? Because in Australia we have L's when you're learning, like L plates, and we have red P's when you're like just got your license for the first year. Then the next 2 years we get green P's, which are like, yeah, you're fairly new still, and then we go onto our open license.
Really reset yourself sometimes. If you're feeling overwhelmed or like you're overstimulated in the environment, or I don't know, you just
Probably not too necessary.
think in certain ways or need to reset completely, then
Just looks like we're dabbing now. Let's see if the edit turns into a dab.
completely, then
Dab. Gee whiz.
essentially you empty yourself, you remind yourself, you're just like, hey, empty yourself,
My eyes are barely open on this day. It's crazy.
emptiness, whatever. And then you gotta know that switch state of meditation to just become with the environment. You just start looking out and just exploring with like complete no thought attached, or no preconceived ideas attached to it, or no expansive thought on top of it attached to it. It's just seeing everything for what it is. And then it's a like pure reset. Then you are just in that.
Popping too much.
So like pure reset. Then you are just in that environment just as you are.
I'm off to bed, don't want to mess up my sleep schedule. Nice. True, you gotta be in the most optimal state possible, Mr. Flakey. And good on you for finding a girl which you can relate to, and from getting your little guitar back as well. That sounds fun as. Yeah, see you around, Flakey. If I don't talk to you before Friday, all the best. Go smash it, man. Go smash it. You got this. Just be you. That's the main thing. Just be you. And take care. Thanks for joining. That was good chat. Appreciate it.
As you are. So yeah, a few cheeky little. Just in that environment, just as you are. So yeah, a few cheeky little, tactics, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. A few cheeky little tactics, I guess. I don't know. But that's mostly it for today. Nice and short day, which is nice. And yeah, we'll be back when we're back. See ya.
It's good as. Oh yeah. Let's get on to the next one. We're a bit more awake. See what we're looking at. I think this day we tried to explain. We attempted to explain kind of this new awareness or perspective shift. I don't know how successful we were, so we will see that in a second. If it was a success or not. If not, we kind of sum it up a bit more today. But even today, we feel like we can say it so much better. We just keep stumbling. Stop stumbling.
Hello.
That's what happens when you're trying to contemplate stuff. You stumble. Because there's so many... There's different things attached to it.
It's kind of day 71 of meditation. And of meditation. And yeah, today we're journaling essentially the whole meditation.
True, we didn't even probably meditate.
We're journaling about, I guess, this perspective shift which we've talked about recently, being I guess we kind of delved into how a lot of us determine our feelings in the moment by...
God, we're struggling. This is what I mean, we struggle to get it out because... Yeah, where do we take it from? Let's see if we get it out there. We'll see what perspective we explain. But I think this stems back into guilt and expectation, which is a fundamental to it. Just we did talk about that last week. So we're hoping it stems more into
possibly how much we achieve. We
are. I think it also goes into life and life.
We are achieving, possibly who we perceive ourselves to be as an individual in this moment. Accomplished, not accomplished. And we're journaling about, I guess, this perspective shift which we've talked about recently, being yes, we kind of delved into how a lot of us determine our feelings in the moment by possibly how much we are achieving, possibly who we perceive ourselves to be as an individual in this moment, accomplished, not accomplished, all that sort of stuff. Based on how much productivity we got done in a day.
based on how we definitely could expand on some of this. It's not all depicted by that. I'd say it results to self-identity. I feel like a lot of states of mind depend on self-identity and the aspects, the worthiness, everything we place on ourselves. So if we can forget all of that, then there is no suffering, because there is no self to suffer for. Or there's only innate suffering. If we know how to see innate truth and innate beauty as well, and there's always a founding piece to everything we do, or everything we experience, to an extent. We'll navigate more into got done in a day, based on how we feel, where we feel we're meant to be. Can I just say that? Based on how we feel, where we feel we're meant to be. Just all sorts of stuff. Essentially, we're allowing our feelings to be determined by a depiction which isn't your current reality. Depiction which isn't your current reality. Yeah, to an extent. Meaning we're faltering due to a depiction, an illusionary depiction of a future that we're striving for, but which doesn't represent the current moment. So we are suffering for a future expectation. Which is a form of illusionary suffering. Because technically we don't have to suffer. Technically, if we frame our mind correctly, we do not have to suffer. Or we won't suffer. A day, based on how we feel, where we feel we're meant to be. Just all sorts of stuff. Essentially, we're allowing our possibly how much we are achieving, possibly who we perceive ourselves to be as an individual in this moment, accomplished, not accomplished, all that sort of stuff. Based on how let's see that. Accomplished, not accomplished, all that sort of stuff. Based on how much productivity we got done in a day. Based on how we feel, where we feel we're meant to be. Just all sorts of stuff. Essentially, we're allowing. Based on how we feel, where we feel we're meant to be. Just all speed. Based on how much productivity we got done in a day. Just all sorts of stuff. Essentially, we're allowing our feelings to be determined by a depiction which isn't your current reality. Sure. Depiction which isn't current reality. Current reality is what's before you. Which, like we mentioned earlier, if you can determine the moment and how you feel in the moment, which helps, because you essentially determine your. We can feel guilty because of that sort of stuff, which helps. If you can determine the constant moment that you're always in, then you determine your constant state in life as well. You cannot determine yourself for tomorrow. You cannot expect yourself to be a certain way. You can plan for it and do the right things for it, but you'll always be different to how you perceive yourself to be, or who you perceive yourself, who you will be. forget everything that was just said. That was yeah, reality, which helps because we can feel a little guilty because of that sort of stuff, and then we can turn around because of the guilt and everything. But there's been an awareness switch lately, which we're actually going to write about soon, based off perspective rather than achievement or perceived doings, in a sense. So we change. Yeah, as you see on this day, we're really struggling with the concept, because this is when we're like first aiming. We were writing about it and everything, but we did not discover it yet because we were feeling weird. Like I said, the last 2 weeks have had more of an underlying piece to them since this perspective shift. It's been strange. So figuring it out has been weird, because this is when we go into contemplation and figure out the source of, hey, what's allowing us to feel more at peace, and what's, where does it stem from? What source is it? And that's what we're trying to figure out. And today is where we kind of figured out it comes from a simplified purpose that is beyond any materialistic purpose. A simplified purpose in pursuing the constant, a simplified purpose. I mean, mine was trying to grasp it for everyone. Like, anyone can make their own simplified purpose. But I think simplified purpose has to be related to truly just experiencing what's before you and being in appreciation of that and seeing that as your divine purpose. Seeing that you should be doing no more or less than that. That is the fundamental to how you should live. To be life experiencing life. The whole experiencing the whole, as you've said many times today. All of creation experiencing all the rest of creation. It's all the same thing. Us experiencing ourselves, essentially. Seeing it before us. That should be the fundamental perspective in pursuing day-to-day life, moment to moment. And then from there, that is when we should attempt to pursue our materialistic goals, our material purposes, our lifetime purpose that we want to accomplish, the achievements, the goals, that sort of stuff. We're saying we need a foundation of, instead of placing purpose or life purpose, our goals in life, becoming the best guitarist, whatever, instead of placing that before our fulfillment, we place our fulfillment before our purpose, above our purpose. So our fulfillment comes first, which means we have to learn how to be fulfilled in every moment of every day, and then we can pursue anything we wish to pursue. Because then our feelings aren't attached to the purpose, aren't derived from the purpose, they're derived from something beyond purpose. And that thing is very simple, and it's just experiencing the life before you. That is your innate purpose, your goal. Just experience it and flow with it. Anyway, that's broken down a little bit. Or perceived doings, in a sense. So we changed to this perspective of one, awareness, being aware in the moment, which, I mean, that's been a perspective for ages, but also a perspective of life, seeing life, which is the topic we're going to write about, and yes, we've talked about recently in meditations. Essentially that we are a part of the whole of everything, and that we're just part of that whole that gets to experience being and seeing, that gets to experience being, essentially that we are a part of the whole of everything, and that we're just part of that whole that gets to experience being and seeing the rest of the whole before us. very fascinating, very fun. And when we come from this place, because very fascinating, very fun. When we come from this place of awareness, life, seeing life, and come from this place of awareness of the underlying creator, and come from this place of awareness of the underlying creator to everything, being part of creation, just seeing other parts of creation. When we come to this awareness, we can tend to let go of a lot. We're also saying that when you form this higher purpose, your worldly purpose diminishes quite a lot. It doesn't mean what it used to mean to you, because it doesn't determine your sense of self and your sense of purpose and your sense of meaning in the world. Rather, it's something you wish to pursue out of just wishing to pursue it, but you're no longer attached to it to the point where it determines your wealth of being, because that's more determined within oneself. That makes sense. Creator. And if we are trying to determine that, or we are trying to obtain to everything, being part of creation. Never mind. It's a creation. It's a thought we'll think about. Intend to let go of underlying creator to everything, being part of creation, just seeing other parts of creation. When we come to this awareness, we can tend to let go of a lot. You certainly let go of a lot, though. We let go of. That's why it's probably safe distance, because we're wigging out. I let fuck all my ambitions. It no longer means what it used to mean. But you don't want it to mean that, because it's less pure. Or it's gonna weigh you down. You're pursuing the things you wish to pursue, but if you're pursuing them for the wrong reasons, or you're pursuing them with a constant need for them to come into the light, you know? You need to pursue things from a place of fulfillment and peace. And then it's all play, and then whatever comes from it's a bonus, like we said earlier. Or, yeah, whatever comes from it's just more play, you know? Life flows on, change happens. Good and bad. We don't need to determine any of that. Who knows if things are good or bad? Go of a lot. Okay, I had to shut the door because this car just parked outside and the engine's going ham. Engine's going ham, so many cars. Yeah, we're staring out that window for a long time. We're thinking of everything. Being part of creation, just seeing other parts of creation. When we come to this life, seeing life, and come from this place of awareness of the underlying creator to everything, being part of creation, just seeing other parts of creation. When we come to this awareness, we can tend to let go of a lot. But yeah, when you come from this place of life seeing life, a lot falls away from it because you underlie your foundation or your founding
Hello.
feelings
I'm good, mate. How are you
or your
doing?
founding well-being is determined.
Yeah, we're very good. We're just discovering new perspectives and stuff on life, mate. It's been fun times. How's life treating you at the moment?
By a perception you hold of the fundamental reality being we are life experiencing life or existence experience existence. The whole a lot. But yeah, when you come from this place of life seeing life, a lot falls away from it because you underlie your foundation or your founding feelings.
Pretty good. Last weekend I went to Hannah's house and met her parents. Hell yeah. Look at you guys go. You think this girl really likes you? Well, that's nice. It's a good feeling to like feel wanted and appreciated by someone. That's, wonderful news, Mr. Dougie. We had Flaky come in earlier today as well, saying he's met someone. So everyone's meeting lovely ladies apparently. Very nice. Wonderful news. Do you like this girl?
Or your found
Do you feel the same way about her, Mr. Dougie?
founding feelings or your founding well-being is determined by a perception you hold of the fundamental.
Oh, happy days, look at that. So she wants you, you want her. It's a happy lifestyle, that's all you can ask for. And is it nice to actually get feel a bit more recognition from someone? A bit more love, a bit more appreciation for a change. It's a nice twist, isn't it? It's nice how life changes and how we can experience one opposite and then experience the other. How are you liking life at the moment, Dougie? That is what I was meant to ask. How are you liking life? Seems pretty good if you feels really nice, and I'm giving the same thing to her. How are you? You're accommodating each other's needs. So how much do you get? People keep asking me this. I never stop wearing singlets. At the moment, probably only like 3 to 5 times a week. Probably 3 to 4 times. We're pretty slack. We need to start boxing again. We do Muay Thai, or we used to do Muay Thai. But we haven't done it in a while. And yeah, we need to start gymming more. We're pretty slack in the gym at the moment, all honesty. We go almost daily, but other focuses. We like brain gym, reading and meditating. It's nice and relaxing. Your uncle is an MMA boxer? Jeez, crazy mofo. Man, must be going ham. You should learn off him. Become a professional fighter, mate. Oops. And yeah, my life is really good at the moment. Happy days. Yeah, Dougie. That's what we like to hear. It's crazy how a few months can change us. How a few months can create whole new beings out of us, whole new lifestyles out of us, whole new pursuits, whole new feelings. It's all fun and games. That's why we have to flow with change, my friend. Ups and downs. Yeah, my life's pretty blissful, honestly. I've come to the realization after the relationship that ended 2 weeks before yours. I've come to the outskirts of that, in the sense that we are really just appreciating just the spaciousness and
the formulation of one's own being. I don't know. Or allowing exploratory, curious thought rather than trying to fix troubles. It's very curious now, it's very open, very exploratory, very our own person, or adapting to life, perspectives which are allowing us to be fulfilled in every moment, at all times in life. So yes, life has been splendid, all honesty, has been splendid. Still working things out, as always, still working things out. Gets busy sometimes, but busy's all play, all of it's play. And yeah, we're just trying to figure out that routine to accommodate for everything, really. But it's all going to be fun, and it's all play, like you said. Adapting to the new normal. Yeah, that's it, adapting. I think you stop it gets to a point where you stop recognizing the new normal, because it is the new normal. I think it used to be, oh, this is strange, this is different. But now it's like, this is how it is, this is the normal. And that's a nice feeling. I'm sure you may be experiencing that as well. During the time away from each other, yeah, that's it. Very nice. But yeah, that's essentially it. Adapting to the new normal and appreciating the new normal and forming perspectives on it that contribute positively to a life going forward. That has been life.
Feelings, or your founding well-being is determined by a perception you hold of the fundamental reality, being we are life experiencing life, or existence experience existence, the whole, or a part of the whole, just experiencing more of the whole. And that becomes your base perspective. And then it's like anything you do, you're just another part of everything experiencing itself. And it's pretty peaceful, I don't know, but
if we're talking about everything experiencing itself, then it's literally everything experiencing itself. I gotta go check Discord, in on you on Discord or on live streams. Happy days, Dougie. God bless. Yeah, thanks for joining us. God bless to you as well. You're smashing life, it seems. Keep smashing it, mate. Keep smashing it. And yeah, I should have asked how the meetup with the parents went, but you can answer that another time, mate. Take care.
And it's pretty peaceful, I don't know, but it's just another part of everything experiencing itself.
That's a wiggy, because it's like, we're another part of everything experiencing itself, then watching this, or you watching me, I don't know, the stuff online is just more of existence experiencing existence.
And
it's us experiencing ourselves in a sense. I don't know if that's the way to put it, but it seems like it. Because something created everything. The universe, or like everything that exists, started somewhere. Is that point of existence, is that what demonstrates God? Because it's the universal truth which created everything. And if we are birthed out of that, and everything is birthed out of that, then we are all one. The entirety of everything is one. Which means, is me speaking to a person next to me, is that a part of us experiencing us. I don't know, it's a bit of a wig out.
It's
just see it, just experience it.
It's pretty peaceful, I don't know, but
I know, but it kind of strips away meaning from the other things we pursue, because the fundamental to it is just experience what's before you as that's just another part of you. You're just experiencing. I know it's wiggy, it's hard to explain, but just see whatever's before you as a part of oneself, essentially. It's all connected to the whole. Still connected to the whole. Yeah, we don't do too poorly, it's just so hard to understand that, like, it's all ramble at the end of the day, isn't it? For you as a part of oneself, essentially. It's all connected to the whole. So yeah, everything becomes Hold on, let's do this. Oops. Could answer this real quick. There we are. A retard edition. The Retard channel. This channel, the gaming channel. We have been contemplating this thing a lot. And yes, when Zupang joins here, or maybe he watches this, I don't know. For anyone following, the Retard channel now is essentially just gonna be nighttime streams. We figured, yes, we could make videos like this one through recording and uploading. We could make videos like this one through recording and uploading. But we figured we don't really have time for that. We don't have time to record, edit, cut up, and upload gaming videos when we are dedicating all our time to Ponder Knowledge. We don't want to steer away from Ponder Knowledge to accommodate games. We want to enhance Ponder Knowledge and continue to build upon it, and then games are just a bonus. They're just the fun little indulgence we have at the end of the day to relax after a big long hard day. So a retard, essentially, instead of recording, editing, uploading, it is just going to be streams, which we figured out yesterday afternoon. So we did our second stream technically, because this is the first stream we did, and we'll play in the afternoons when we play, or at night time, so like last 2 hours of the day, and we'll just toss a stream in there, because why not? Because we're already going to be playing. It's kind of what we do to relax in the afternoons. We just jump in Discord with the mates and you play games before bed. There's nothing else to do. You've done all the day's work. So we figured, hey, we have a gaming channel. This is the time we play games. We can't commit more time to editing gaming videos or any of that. We don't have enough time to do that. So let's just stream what we're doing, and if people want to tune in and chat, they can tune in and chat. That's the essence of a retard. Maybe we should explain that. on another video, or maybe we just keep playing games and live streaming it and people get the gist, you know? Because yeah, episode 1, then every time we play Arma Reforger we'll just make more episodes. First Archer, we'll make a new thing for this, and every time we play we just add more. Fun. Anyway, we'll stop rambling about a retard, but yeah, that's the gist. It becomes fun, you stop guilt. You should aim to finish this meditations. At least the video part, because we can do the other part later if we need. Dripping, you stop placing so much emphasis on these expectations we wish to achieve and stuff like that. But it's not an underlying feeling of, hey, drop all of it, I don't want to do that anymore, because you can just like live happily and doing what you do. See, this day was recognizing that you can also not do anything, and if you follow this mind, I don't know, because I think if you follow this mindset to a T, then you can not do anything and you can find fulfillment in not doing anything as well. I think if you've only got a basic understanding of it, as I do, or as most people probably do, then if we test it and we do nothing for a week, like no work for a week, then we're gonna realize, hey, you know, maybe that's not right. But it's strange because it doesn't really work like that. Because when you empty yourself and you find happiness in just pursuing life itself, then naturally there's something, you just feel like you wanna do stuff. I don't know. It's like an innate feeling, you know? When I feel like I want to do more now, I want to get more on track now, rather than prior, when I would constantly guilt trip, indulge in substances, feel like crap because wasn't living up to my expectation. Now that's gone, but we can still have an off day, or like a day to the extent we used to have off days, but we can feel perfectly fine, happy and fulfilled in it. But from this place of mind, it's just no more expectations, it's a higher purpose for lifestyle life, and from this place you're always fulfilled to the point where you more creatively pursue stuff and you get less burdened in the pursuit of it. You don't drain yourself as much, you don't place so much stress on yourself as much, it's all in perspective. Your mind and how you direct it determines a lot of the energy you have throughout your day. So yeah, direct it, or learn how to direct it properly. I think it's been a big shift towards understanding life in a more constant manner, in a more stable manner, from a simplified perspective of purpose, rather than trying to achieve grand purpose to accommodate our sense of self. That's where people get it backwards, because that's why you see rich people still sad, you know, because they think that obtaining this richness was meant to make them happy, and they obtain it and they're like, oh, it's not, that's actually not the way to do it, you know. You can still obtain that richness, but you may as well obtain that happiness first, because that is the fundamental to everything, every part of your life. Kind of let go of everything, but an innate feeling, you just... I think we're going straight into that now. So I gotta stop talking, I think. We'll let it play and we'll listen. And maybe we'll talk again, who knows. I don't want to do that anymore, because you can just like live happily and doing what you do. You kind of let go of everything, but an innate feeling, you just want to like continue doing everything. If not, you want to do like more of everything. So the purposes don't disappear, they just change. and the intention behind it changes. Papa Turtle, hello, Mr. Papa. Your words are coming out today. That's it. You know, we feel really at bliss. We feel really happy with where we are right now, mate. So everything flows happily. Or maybe we're at pure bliss with everything that always happens. So everything is always flowing. How you doing today, mate? Are you having fun? Having fun at work? My guess is you're watching Arcane and doing stuff at the same time. Because that wouldn't be a bad shout. So pure bliss, that's where you want to be. Yeah, actually today's topic's been extremely interesting. We've only repeated it about 12 times throughout the stream, but it's been, Have you taken today off? You taking today off or no? Changes. I'm not too sure, but right now the task is to... You seem to be going through the wars. I swear, it's only like a week or two ago you just overcame the last sickness. I'm not too sure, but right... Working through, mate, just fatigued and feel shit. Cheers. I mean, it's lucky you can work from home. It's also kind of unlucky because you could have taken today off if you had to work in the office. But at least you're still getting paid and you're still doing just as you would be doing at home. You reckon sitting on a public toilet? Right. Which public toilet, mate? You're going around now the task public toilets is to align. Oh yeah, what we were gonna say was like, yeah, when you get too peaceful or too relaxed in this setting where you don't feel guilt or you're not feeling guilt anymore, you're not feeling productive shame or any of that. When you stop feeling guilt and you stop feeling productive shame, then you can relax too much into not doing anything. Relax too much into a free lifestyle of not needing, of no expectation. But you do steer back to your purpose still, your materialistic purpose in a sense. This stuff. Okay. Or alternatively, Mum said she had it, so maybe she passed the gift on over. Yeah, maybe you got it from your home toilet. The toilet in your house, mate. That's not very nice. You guys then you start too much. And the runs to just live. Never nice. The stomach bugs are never nice. An experience, and you still be productive, and you still don't be productive, but it all flows the same, and it's all Here's interesting. Productive shame or any of that sort of stuff. Dude, I reckon when you watch the meditations, you'll get a bit of insight into what we've been yapping on about. In a sense, what we talked about at the park as well. Fuck knows where, but it's certainly done the head in. Sick of being sick, but you can't really control it. Yeah, it's a bit crap. It is a bit crap that you've been sick a lot. I know this because you made the rock theory. You've made all sorts of theories, and a lot of the time you join the stream chat and you're like, sick, but fuck it, we gotta go through it anyway. So yeah, all good. This too will pass, mate. You won't be sick forever. To focus on healthy living and still get sick. Yeah, it's crazy. Life is truly out of our control. That's what that tells us. Then you start to just live and experience, and you still be productive, and you still don't be productive, but it all flows the same, and it's all quite peaceful. But you can have the possibility of having too much fun, and letting go a little bit. But I don't know. I don't feel it's like that. I guess you can. I think this was yesterday. But all good, yeah, that's exactly the time heals all, mate. Yeah, for sure. This too will pass. The sickness will pass. But yeah, just keep going. Make sure you relax as well. How bad is it? Is it like you can't move sort of bad? Like you're on meds sort of bad? I have the possibility of having too much fun. And letting go a little bit. But I don't know. I don't feel it's like that. I guess you can. Yeah, it's not crazy bad. Just like feeling more tired than usual, and stomach has that acidic feeling. Yeah. Like that acidic feeling, like it's like nauseous almost. Honestly, and be productive at work. Nice. That's a good feeling then. Tired and acidic. Yeah, it's not nice to have on the back of your mind. Especially when you feel like that acidic stomach. Get it all the time, every time we have mayo. I mean, you see us lying on the floor every now and then, just like for no reason. And usually it's because of the stomach having that acidic feeling, and it feels like the fumes are like rising up throughout your body. And then you get like nauseous and sick, and yeah, it doesn't feel good. And so now it's about aligning the life. That's what it does to me. It's not and perspective. So perspective can. Let's see. I don't know. I don't feel it's like that. I guess you can. So now it's about aligning life and perspective. So perspective can solve deep problem. Not even problem, just part of samsara, we call it. Perspective can solve that. If you learn how to obtain perspective and hold it and return to it in times of need, then that can change how we feel. Today's one should summarize this up a little bit clearer, but we didn't do bad yesterday with getting the depiction out. We were very confused yesterday with our thoughts. We really needed to knuckle things down and figure things out, but we were still happy. We just had a lot to figure out, and that's what we did on our walks. We figured everything out. We figured our retard out. We figured everything out. It was good. Best way to overcome it is to try to distract your mind and not focus on letting it overwhelm you. Where were the thoughts off to? Which thoughts? On the walk? Or like with needing to like organize? Yeah, the best way to overcome it is trying to distract your mind. Yeah, not letting it overwhelm you, and not falling into it either. Divulging into the burdens of your sickness, blaming it for allowing it and for destroying your life in this current moment. Where are the thoughts off to? Yesterday you said your thoughts were everywhere. It was more trying to figure things out. So I mentioned there's been this perspective shift, this awareness shift. We're trying to fully delve into where that was stemming from, which we kind of figured out today. Because we were wondering why we are happy, whether we are pursuing or whether we are not pursuing. We were wondering why we were constantly at peace and fulfilled with this new perspective we had brought about, not by what we accomplish in day-to-day life or the expectations or purpose we strive for in the materialistic world, but more how we derived fulfillment from a perspective or a simplified purpose that is placed higher than the materialistic purpose you provide yourself. Therefore, if you align with this, mine being life seeing life, if I align with the purpose, divine purpose of life seeing life, then I am always fulfilled. It's my only proper goal in life is to be life seeing life. So we're fulfilled, whether we are in whatever we are doing, we're always fulfilled. And I tell you now, like, we have felt quite fulfilled. Like, it's been a bit of a shift in perspective. But it also diminishes a lot of your materialistic purpose, your ponder knowledge, all of that diminished a lot. Not in the sense that it won't be done, in the sense that it doesn't have as much control or meaning over your life and over who you perceive yourself to be. It doesn't derive you as a human being. I don't derive myself from ponder knowledge. A lot of people derive themselves from their purpose. They become a doctor so they can tell everyone they're a doctor. They can feel good about themselves and they derive that sense of self from the purpose they pursue. Whereas it's no longer like that. It's pursuing reality before you is the purpose, but you're not attaching purpose to your sense of self, which means you don't feel bad or good, or you don't flux with the emotions depending on what you have done towards a materialistic world on any given day, or materialistic purpose, or a purpose that we assign ourselves, because we are assigning purpose for ourselves. We don't technically have to pursue what we pursue. Yeah, so that was a big part of it. And then it was also figuring out a retard, like the other channel. Figuring out what to do with that. And we figured it out. We figured just streams at night time, that's the best way to do it. Then we don't dedicate time to editing, recording, uploading, making thumbnails. We don't commit all that time to games, which we don't want to. We're going to be playing games in the afternoon, so just stream it when you play it. No extra effort, no extra hours of work, because we don't need more work. If we're going to do more work, it's going to be contributed to ponder knowledge. So everything stays committed to ponder knowledge. A retard's just a bonus at the end of the day. Streamed, simple, uploaded, easy. So yeah, we're figuring out that on the walk as well, because that was kind of overwhelming. When you have like as you know probably, when you have like a new task or like a new idea or something, you're just trying to make it fit into the routine or the calendar. You have to play around with it a little bit before you make it fit. So that's what we're doing as well. What were your thoughts up to? Yesterday you said your thoughts were everywhere. Yeah, that's good. You were feeling that stress of not achieving everything you have to. That must be a massive relief. You go for a walk around the block. Good idea. To really help slow it. Feeling that stress of not achieving. But that's the funny thing. You dissolve the stress completely of understanding, hey, you do not need to achieve anything you have set out to achieve. You dissolve that stress, yet through a thought that you're already achieving everything, through seeing life before you as seeing creation, just experiencing all of creation, seeing the essence of who we are, just seeing the essence of everything else, which is all one. So you dissolve stress through that, and that nullifies your purpose and the guilt you feel for not achieving your other goals. But in the same sense, when you see life from this peace of mind, from this fulfilling place, you naturally want to do the other things which you've already set out to do. I guess that's coming from a place of enjoying ponder knowledge and enjoying other things, enjoying psychology and stuff. So maybe it's not for everyone. We would have to delve more into that. But maybe this fulfilling place can allow someone to find fulfillment in their moment, and then it becomes creative. Life becomes play, and you formulate out of this fulfilling place rather than formulating to obtain this fulfilling place. It's not goals, real life, materialistic purpose, and then fulfillment. It's fulfillment and then pursuing anything else you wish to pursue. Anyway, so I'm rambling so much, my bad. Must be a massive relief. Go walk around the block. No, I walk to work and stuff, and walk home from work, because you ran on yesterday. Good idea to really help slow down those racing thoughts, yeah. When you find yourself so overwhelmed by the burden of having to achieve various tasks, you find that's another part of it, yeah. If you're placing all these expectations and all these things that you need to do, the fun of it disappears. Then it just becomes pursuing task to complete task, so that you can start the next task to complete the next task. And if you don't complete task on time, you feel bad. If you do, then it's just on to the next task. You overload yourself, you burn out. When everything is play, you don't burn out because you're just playing around with everything. If you need to relax, you relax, because the fundamental is to see life before you. If you don't feel like you need to relax, you won't relax, because seeing life before you, you find fun in doing what's before you as well, through completing the things you set yourself to. But you don't feel crap if you don't complete it on a made up time stamp which you set yourself. I don't know, it's all, we're still figuring it all out, honestly, but it's quite nice. Once you are fulfilled, the goal is going to achieve just naturally. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. It becomes, like say editing this video becomes just, you can define it as work, and that this needs to be done by today, so that everything is following the right schedule and everything's up to date. And then it might not get done today. There's like 40 minutes left. We haven't made a thumbnail. We haven't even watched the last 10 minutes of the thing, you know? Like, am I gonna feel crap because it doesn't get done? Nah. Like, I don't know. The other thought was, essentially, your fulfillment in life is derived from how you constantly feel in the moment that you are in. So if we can find peace and fulfillment in the constant, being the present, the only thing before us, then we can always find peace and fulfillment. We essentially need to learn how to manipulate the present to our will, using perspective, mind, and belief, or viewpoint, or, you know. Essentially, we need to be able to manipulate the current moment, the only moment that we see, on a continual basis, on a constant basis, to view it fulfillingly and peacefully and happily. And then literally every moment of our day, every moment of our life, we know how to navigate to this moment, can be elicits over extended periods of time throughout our life. I don't know. But yeah, stuff completed naturally is a lot better feeling. Certainly prevents, yeah. They're probably the cause for a lot of our own burnout to an extent. Mind is very powerful. Extremely powerful. It's I think it's a bit of a wig out, honestly. How you can alter your entire life through a belief or perspective which you enrich yourself with. Then you can navigate from this, and then you find new perspectives, and you can alter other things. I think it's could even have contributed to the desire to really have those relaxing weekends with self-indulgences. Well, that's why I was wigging out. that's why I was wigging out, and that's why I was kind of like frustrated at the park, because I was kind of like I am getting it together, but I recognize how like downhill it's been. But I think I realized the perspective shift was getting it together, and there was like a natural, innate feeling to like want to do things better. Cause yeah. And that was part of the wig out, was that probably the last 2 weekends, yeah, we've indulged a fair bit. Probably not as bad as like out of the to begin with, out of the relationship, but yeah, there's still been indulgences and stuff. Still pretty bad, but it was weird because I wasn't flying with the ups and downs anymore. The past 2 weeks I'm talking about, which is when we've had the perspective shift, the awareness shift a little bit. We don't feel like we've flown with ups and downs for the past 2 weeks. We feel like we've been a constant state of mind. Obviously it's been altered due to substances every now and then, but it's not like we're hungover and then we're feeling depressed or any of that. It's not like we're feeling we need to do something. It's like we're more just navigating from experiencing life before us. But I think from this navigation we've been figuring stuff out slowly. And you naturally want to work towards those things which still mean something to you. And to pursue the things that are meaningful to you come from a better place when you're not messing yourself up constantly. When you can be even more stable than what you already are. So we've been figuring out stability. Now it's this day actually that we're talking about, of that phase, was talking about combining this stable mindset to a stable life. So the past 2 weeks we've realized, okay, you can have an unstable life, but you can make it stable through mindset. So now it's about having stable mindset, stable life, and seeing what that makes, what that brings. Does that make sense? So it's saying we can be peaceful. We're experimenting. Can we be peaceful? In the pursuits of things which used to make us feel guilty, and can we feel peaceful in the pursuits of things which used to make us feel proud? And now we've figured out it's all dependent on mind. It's all dependent on how you see the world before you,
how we feel and stuff.
Perceive it. So even in unstable times, you can be stable. Yeah, if you're a more stable mindset, I think you'll naturally see a shift in the weekend. Yeah, that's also another thing we are noticing a little bit, but it's all just a work in progress. Don't think the self-guilt is good for anything. Yeah, that's samsara. Extra suffering, extra unnecessary suffering. Anything which is really good, your mind is shifted into overcoming that ongoing feeling you had. Which is really good, your mind has shifted into overcoming that. Yeah, I think if you're navigating from a place of expectation, then you're navigating from a place of good and bad. Good one day, bad the next. Or good one moment, bad the next. And then you're constantly fluctuating your emotions, determined by what you are doing and what you are not doing. Whereas you can, with the correct mindset, you can have peace and fulfillment in the moment regardless of what you are doing, because your only true purpose or job is to see before you and do what you were doing. Anything else? Yeah, we all do that. Do it. So if you can never get away from it, unrealistic or over expectation. Yeah. But it's not like you become stupid. A lot of people hear these simple things and they're like, oh, okay. So you don't care anymore, so you become stupid, you let yourself go. Stuff like that, but it's not. I think the more you realize, the more common sense you formulate, and then you can enrich it further with habits as well that you participate in. Because obviously if I'm like, you can be you can experience fulfillment in every moment of every day, no matter what state, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing. And then I decide I'm going to go to bed 1 hour a night for the next week, and I'm going to experiment if this is true. We might really, really, really struggle with that, you know? If you can pull it off, crazy. Good effort. But you're probably going to really struggle, which essentially tells us that habits we participate in can also contribute to a better mindset or a more faulted mindset, depending on how much we look after it and depending on how much we direct it. I've definitely had that too. Like, if you don't achieve what you previously did the day prior, you feel as if that current mood is worse. Yeah, that's it. And it's more just finding that balance, you know, understanding life moves on the same way. You're gonna have good days and bad days, but it's not even recognizing it as that. It's more recognizing that you just pursuing that moment and that day alone is enough. You're just creation playing around with all of creation. Me communicating to you, I was contemplating earlier, is technically me speaking to you, us experiencing us, because we're all part of the same whole. But yeah, it's less about depicting your current mood based on prior or future perceived things, expectations, and rather depicting your mood by pursuing a purpose which can always be pursued, which is always being pursued. So if my purpose is my defined purpose for now being just be life experiencing life experiencing seeing itself, then as long as you switch in and actually see it, then guess what, you're fulfilling your divine purpose, and then you feel fulfilled. You're like, oh fuck yeah. Constant achievement through doing nothing but seeing what is before you. Constant achievement, because technically, what are we designed for? But to experience, our own creation, or the things before us. What are we truly defined for? Designed for? Defined for? I don't know. But yeah, find that perspective which can provide you that constant place of peace, rather than the constant flux, which is usually derived from purpose and stuff. Needing to achieve things. Needing life to pan out a certain way. We gotta flow with the water of the river. Feel around stuff can change your whole life, really. Yeah, interesting stuff. Really. But now we got aligned behaviours as well. To an extent. Still very free, but yeah, just a little bit. feeling and stuff
When we're talking about
can change your whole life,
behaviours
really.
as well.
But now we've got aligned behaviours as well, to an extent. Still very free, but yeah, just aligned behaviours to accommodate for what you do want to do on a day-to-day life, in a sense. But
That's kind of it.
don't play that emphasis or that guilt or that determination.
So it's saying you gotta align your behaviours to what you do actually want to do on a day-to-day life. With this perception. So, do I innately want to drink alcohol every night of my day, every life? No, I don't. So it's aligning that behaviour, you know. What brings you... What else brings you happiness? What else do you like doing on your day-to-day life that makes you feel also fulfilled, you know? In a sense. And, I don't know, it's just aligning.
Can change your whole life, really. But now we've got aligned behaviours as well, to an extent. Still very free, but yeah, just aligned behaviours to
When you are
accommodate
still free in the
for what you do
in the sense that
wanna
you can
do
still
on a
pursue
day-to-day life,
anything, and as long
in a
as you hold
sense.
this higher perspective,
but
this
don't play
higher
that emphasis or that
purpose
guilt or that
above
determination on well-being
lifetime
based on
purpose,
what you're doing in the
then anything, you got freedom to do whatever, and it will be peaceful and happy. But I mean peaceful. I don't know, happy. Yeah, I don't know. Like life is play,
moment.
but you still want to pursue the things which you want to pursue.
If you're alive,
You don't just throw everything out the window because you have this perspective which can be like, oh, this is... Yeah, I don't even need to do anything. I could just play games my whole life and I'll be happy. Yeah, I don't know.
and relax if you're
Combining the two. And yeah.
productive, but base everything.
Well, you don't even... It is combining the two. But it's also like... The perspective elicits you to want to pursue creative endeavors or pursue what you're pursuing, because yeah, it's something, it's more fun, you know, like it's, yeah,
Everything on seeing life before you and just experiencing it for what it is
an
before you,
experiment,
not
like you said
on
earlier, experiment.
I'm having a really productive day, so I can feel like I'm allowed to feel good. I'm having a non-productive day, I gotta feel bad. Oh, I gotta do this tomorrow to feel good, otherwise I'm gonna feel guilt. What I'm saying is develop a perspective which allows peace all the time, and then navigate from this perspective, and then your creations, your whatever you pursue.
I don't really know why I need to talk when I talk about something and then kind of say it in the video. Recap. Yeah, the freedom to do whatever is the mindset. The freedom to do whatever is the mindset. However, the idea of doing the things that hinder your productivity is something I think you'll gradually navigate away from. Already am navigating away from that stuff. And it depends what it means by hinder productivity. It is aligning routine still, so routine is getting more in shape and everything like that. It's aligning things and yeah, figuring out what works and what doesn't still. We gave the sleep example earlier, how sleep would hinder your mindset, therefore hinder your productivity. It's the same for other substances and other stuff as well. You can navigate from a free place, but if you notice that your mindset is being inflicted by the indulgences you participate in, then yeah, that might change. I don't know. Figuring it out. But yeah, there's a natural feeling within to just knuckle down, or not even knuckle down, just to like continue pursuing the things you want to pursue. It's just from a different mindset, just from a different place. And yes, it gets healthier. That's why I told you Monday as well, have a little faith. Because like, yeah, it's just a feeling, mate, a feeling. Hinder productivity, what we know is if we have 12 beers and 2 hours sleep, Mr. Potato Man will come out to play. Yeah, but if Mr. Potato Man's having fun, then he's still doing better than 95% of the rest of the population. Mr. Potato Man's constantly happy, then he's doing better than most people. But no, no, you don't want to be Mr. Potato Man. You want to experience place of mind and have habits together for fulfillment, but not clean. Honestly, all you want to do is you just want to play with life. You want to play with it, and you know the things to do and what not to do, and you know what you can create if you want to create it, and you know what you can't create if you don't want to create it. It's very just like black and white. It's whatever before you is what you can do. And how you go about it's up to you.
Good, otherwise I'm gonna feel guilt. What I'm saying is develop a perspective which allows peace all the time, and then navigate from this perspective. And then your creations, your whatever you pursue is a lot more enjoyable, and one, you're not overloading yourself. Two, you're not feel guilty in the relaxation periods, also overloading yourself.
And we can delve a lot for, like we said, there's pretty new stuff, so feel free to ask questions, everything. Because yeah, we're still figuring it out, and there's so much to it, which we're still trying to figure it out. Don't deny you know what you're doing. That's where we're left. The trust in you, but the discussion we had Monday is still good to have, for sure. And as much as you can like raise walls and stuff, I mean, you can probably see on this day we're taking away from that discussion. We're like, yeah, we recognize that we do have this. We recognize that we do have this perspective where we're no longer determined by guilt to pursue what we want to pursue. We no longer have that, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't pursue what you want to pursue. And yeah, you can see it talking about today. We're like, yeah, this mindset is being obtained, but we need to align our habits as well so that we can, not chuck away half our week every week, not be recovering for ages. Yeah, sure it's fun, but yeah, not be recovering for ages. The friendship we have is not feeling worried about bringing things that may be more difficult conversation. That's the beauty of it. Difficult conversation. Yeah.
Feel guilty in the relaxation periods, also overloading yourself. And three, you appreciate life and...
Wait, this wasn't... Oh yeah, it would have been yesterday. Nice.
And you're pursuing things because you genuinely just want to keep experiencing life. You're navigating from a place of just life, experiencing life. Oh, what can you do in it? All this crazy stuff. So you just keep doing that, but you just continue to do it in the tasks which you have determined for yourself throughout this slow holiday that we call life.
A retarded type.
Yeah, so that's kind of the perspective of the day. Let go a little bit. Navigate from perspective, from seeing the world from a certain place of mind and awareness, rather than the material things which we wish to earn or develop into this world. Because you can still do that. You technically don't have to. But if you're dependent on that, that's where we cling. That's when we form that attachment again. And that's where we feel shit. We're like a little roller coaster, because if we had a good day, we still feel like trash because now we want to like relax a little bit. If you had a bad day, then it's like you feel you're guilt tripping yourself. I don't know. It's all over the shop. Just enjoy every day, but don't let it stop you from pursuing anything which you find enjoyable to pursue. But just see it as life before you, and you can create what you wish out of it. Anyway, that's meditation 71.
Essentially it.
We'll be writing soon. We'll be back to Ponder soon. Been playing around with the retard a lot, so that's been fun. See ya.
Been playing around with a retard a lot. Is that good? Been playing around with a retard a lot.
Soon. We'll be back to Ponder soon. Been playing around with the retard a lot, so that's been fun. See ya.
We'll leave it in there. Been playing around with a retard a lot. This is why you don't call your second channel a retard.
Hello.
That's been fun. What's been fun? Playing around with a retard a lot. So yeah, that's been really fun. Yeah, but it has been. Or it has been. The retard's fun as. Look, we finally made our thing. Very simple. So we made this. It's our retard. Yeah, so for our first video we did this. We made the thumbnail. And what we're gonna do is, it says Armor Reforger episode 1. This same thumbnail will be used for the first 10 episodes. For the first 10 streams, whatever. And then we'll change it to something similar. But we'll just change it so it's got a bit of variety, you know. Looks fun. Because we don't want to change it every time. We just want to get home and stream. Like we said, this is minimal effort. Engaging, fun, exciting. I want to see where Jared crashes the plan.
Another one out there? Yeah, he's
Oh,
down.
this is me trying to get in for ages.
No, I think he's dead. I just got him.
some will get up there.
Alright, let's go to Kusar.
Where's a good moment? I reckon keep. I think this was us heading in. Was it? Yeah, I'm keen as, honestly. Did that help?
That's a shot.
I'm already the worst.
That-
I'm here now, there's a bunch.
I must be with you here. This is you on the ground. Being shot. Good shot, man. Let's see what he shoots. Holy.
I hope not, because I'm ready to do some business, mate.
Ready for business. What, you ready for business and you get down?
Oh shit, yeah.
Whoa,
Oh, yep.
whoa, get down, dead. Whatever it is. Oh, he got you through the behind us. What a dog.
I'm knocked out. I'm down.
Yeah. I'm just looking at it.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll get him, G.
Was he more artillery, right?
Get us up, G.
We do
I'm not
get him,
feeling
mate.
too
We do
healthy.
get him. Yeah, it's just a moderate leader. Pop the little smoke.
The bandage.
The smoke actually did really well. I didn't realise how good it would be.
No, I was just trying to smoke us out, G.
Yeah, you might need morphine yourself with the bandage.
Yeah, nice.
Where is the morphine?
Then the dude comes running through.
Yeah,
the
where's the
smoke.
morphine?
Should be at number 8 or something.
And do I just put it in my ass, or?
How
do I- Oh, did you just shove it in me? Bro, I'm high as hell. I'm high as
Dude, look, essentially that smoke saved our life.
Rocket.
That smoke wasn't there. Yeah, nice.
Where is?
He would have already been shooting
More
at us.
thing.
He would have seen us before we even saw him.
There's an enemy on point.
Hey,
Rocket, where's my gun? Where's my gun? Ouchie.
Hey, you might need morphine yourself with the bandages, right? Yeah,
Where is the morphine? Yeah, where's the morphine?
Yeah, definitely find more armor tonight.
And do I just put it in my ass?
It
Or?
is.
How do I? Oh, did you just shove it in me? Bro, I'm high as hell. I'm high as
I was hoping you didn't get shot. I checked on you instantly. I was like, surely you didn't get hit. Because you would have been gone if you just like healed up and you get hit again. But no, we continued our mission. Yeah. Hello. Connor here for day 72 of meditation. And bear with us today because today was quite the intense meditation. This is today. Quite the intense meditation. Today's kind of trying to summarize what we've learnt. Oh, I'm actually keen as for armor. I could go for a game right now, but yeah. I shouldn't. It's very entertaining. And I'm thinking to get on the hardcore archer build as well. Make videos on that. Or even the retard one, the mage one. Just record everything and just make it up. Yeah, I like how it's realistic warfare, but it's not realistic to the point everyone's camping in a bush, like waiting to snipe each other, you know? It's like realistic warfare, but you actually see combat and you get that combat experience, close quarters, long distance. You see enemies, you don't just get shot out of nowhere. Sometimes you get shot out of nowhere, but most of the time you see who you're fighting before you. Unlike other games that are kind of like this, where it's like you might not see enemies for a long time, but you're getting shot. Like, I mean, DayZ is a good example. You just get shot randomly. Or games like DayZ, where everyone's like camping, waiting in a bush, waiting for each other. I think because we've got respawns and everything, no one cares as much. Everyone's just going ham. Was that you? Just gave it a like to get it up, mate. We like likes. Like likes. Anyway, what were we doing? Yeah, let's get back to it. Meditation. But it is entertaining. It is fun. Or the contemplative one. Why is this so quiet? And bear with us today because today was quite the intense meditation. Or the contemplative one. Big cough, eh? Yeah, we added the please ask anything into the stream title to try and promote more conversation or more questions if people have questions they wish to ask about anything. Hopefully it works. We'll see. Keep going forward. Or the contemplative one. Finding a constant fulfillment in life. In life, and understanding the true nature. It's okay, we can have speech errors in there. Might need to be a quick gym sesh today. just some arms type thing. So that we can get on armor, is that what you're saying? Understanding the true nature
around how to strive within our life. And understanding the true nature.
Oh, true, you're sick ass. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, are you gonna be good to gym? If you don't want to gym, technically, or if you do want to gym, technically you could just grab a dumbbell, sit at your desk, do shit all and do some arms. Cut your stomach open. Sounds good.
Around how to strive within our life. I don't know if that English was the best.
Yeah, well, yeah, you don't have to go to gym. We don't have to go to gym. Like a party boss. Mate, have you seen me taking out these party bosses? Look on the retard channel. Ooh, just spat everywhere. Look on the retard channel again, mate. This is why we have it, so we can witness the bosses get messed up. Look at this fella, mate. Look at this fella. So I thought I was dead here. And he gets this and I get stuck. But you know, this account we were playing. It's like hardcore's fun, it was intense. And my mic wasn't working this day, so all you could do is facial reaction.
Release the beast.
Do go. But honestly, I think I played yesterday. I did stream it, but I deleted the stream because it was just like a muckery on the stream. Yeah, she's gone. The middle mouse button, which you'll see, the ice things that shoot everywhere, like ice damage. You'll see it here. Yeah, and it stuns every time. It's absurd. I'm getting better at builds. I think playing hardcore, getting a lot better at the game. Like I'm just using, I pick up stuff and I just use it on gear I have. Like I put in gear for my build to make me powerful for the level I'm at. Because you don't want to be weak in hardcore. You want to be strong. So yes, yeah, like I was saying yesterday, I was playing, and it got scary. I got down to like this much health, like the line here. That was carnage. Yeah, I got down to that much health because you know those 3 hyena looking things. I fought them. I got stuck. I got hit by something, and I got like big hit, and yeah, it wasn't very nice. And I got so low. I was scared for a second. Oh. Bro, I shouldn't have removed the stream, honestly. I should have at least snippeted that fight, because my reaction on the cam was like, holy, like I was freaking out for a second. Even the middle mouse attack, it is crazy. It is crazy. I love it. This arch is fun. She is fun. Look how quick this guy goes. Here's the executioner. We don't have the middle mouse button here. We're level 14 here. Level 17 at the other one. See these cover people right there. And I am speaking, but you can't hear me because the mic wasn't working all day. Then I was saying, yeah, don't get hit by that anvil or you're gonna get It's a good ability. It's a really good ability. Yeah, even this guy is gone. You just get hit by a few more things. Make it difficult for ourselves. We were planning for a good hour though. We went through a lot on this day. But yeah, it was a whole recording, and then we figured the mic wasn't working. Let's just get the 2 bosses, and yeah, that's fine. And we'll continue the Frost Archer hardcore in a stream. Yeah, she's a Frost Archer, mate. She's an Ice Archer. And we've got like stuff that, so when she does stun, she does more damage as well. Does like a lot more damage. So essentially I'm getting more ice damage on everything and more ice build up, to the point where everyone's going to be getting stunned constantly. And when they're stunned, they die because they're taking so much damage when they're stunned. Even the bosses these days are starting to get stunned a lot quicker than they used to. Oh, that's fun. Fun. I recommend doing a hardcore with me sometime. Yes, we still need to get our main characters to, yeah, like I said, Warrior is depicted as the worst character. All honesty. Not just me saying it, this is like proper players saying it. A lot of people still have really powerful warriors and like good warriors, but I think the overall state of the game, Warrior is probably one of the worst characters. In my abilities, I would recommend Monk. If you do want a melee champ, Monk is pretty berserk. All the top players play Monk. Invoker Monk. But even the other characters, yeah, the ranged ones are really fun. I'm really liking Archer. I really liked Chaos Witch. Yeah. I think the crossbow person I'm getting used to. There's been a bit of a change in how good we've been at the game. Because I looked at my crossbow build from when I first started doing hardcore, and the build isn't up to standard to the place where we're at. But now that we've played around with equipment more and everything, now when we do a run, we you become Chaos Witch. You saw the Chaos Witch, how berserk that thing was. I think that's on the first stream. Oh no, that was all Archer. You saw the Chaos Witch there. That would be on a Ponder Knowledge stream. Yeah, that's... when did we do that? That would have been a Friday stream. Surely. We've gotten a lot better at not playing games during Ponder Knowledge streams. Yeah. Oops. Just bring, yeah, it was insane. The way we actually do it. Impermanence. Yeah, I don't even know where we put it. We're definitely playing it on a stream for a bit though. I'm pretty sure you're the one that told me to play it. Yeah, I don't even know. Ooh. Man, we'll make a new build in the future for it, I think. But yeah, keen. It's all fun. Everything's fun. But yeah, let's get back into it. Oh, it's probably, we've only got like a couple minutes of the stream left, so we're gonna be wrapping it up. Didn't even finish the small meditations video we were meant to create. which is good because we had plenty of good conversation, didn't we? Yeah, were you paying attention? Were you in the thing the whole time? Did you see Dougie and stuff? You see Doug and Floki join? I didn't see you paying today though. Surprisingly. Yeah, Dougie joined earlier. Floki was here for like the first hour or so. Well, I'm so eager to find this witch. Found it, mate. Found it. That doesn't look like a witch. Since when was I playing warrior? Dude, this must be like my first account. So that was 3 weeks ago. Show us a boss fight. Yeah, my first class was warrior as well. Let's say that was the boss. Let's say that was the boss. It wasn't the boss. Sweet pumpkin pie. Yeah, little Anakin. Shawnee's gonna look after me. Yeah, reread through the chat. Reread through the chat. Channel has good retention rate. Yeah, happy days. Yeah, that's the thing about it. We want genuine community that chats and watches and learns things. That's the best type, mate. A community which gets to know each other. But yeah, we're probably gonna finish that there. As much as we'd happily like to go all day. We'll probably finish that there and finish this video tomorrow. Given we've got work in a little bit. But yeah, that was good fun. Thanks for joining today. And we will be back tomorrow for finishing meditations and for creating Purpose, a new video. So fun. We'll be back tonight as well, technically, for a redo. See ya.